criminals break into the country, not small amounts, giving them $1 million if they bring a kid.
Yeah.
We would never vote anything. What I don't understand. This is insanity. Why would you vote for this? Why?
I don't understand what the benefit is for
Test
the
1, 2, 3.
Democrats who are proposing this. I mean, how do they think this is a recipe for destroying society, isn't it? Destroying the economy, nobody's going to trust each other. If you don't have laws, what do you have? You have anarchy. And anarchy never lasts very long. The most powerful people take over and they oppress everybody else more. We've had a pretty damn good society here for over 200 years. Thanks for the call, Andrea. I haven't seen my kids for weeks. Of course, they're grown, but what the hell? What does that matter? I want reparations. I want some money. I'll take 10 million for not seeing my kids for a couple of months. Frank, you're next with Howie Carr. Quickly, Frank.
Hi, Howie. How are you?
Good.
Listen, quickly, I'm the product of a war bride and her husband. He came over, and she and I spent the better part of almost a year in isolation, waiting for papers to clear and everything else.
Yeah.
Now, after that, my mother used to say on an annual basis, she used to sit us all down and tell us that we had to be good, because if we weren't,
you were going to go back. Frank, I'm going to give you $2 million. Is that enough? Okay, $3 million. I'm Howie Carr. I'm back in Florida now, but before I left, I made sure to have one last visit to Perfect Smiles in Nashua, New Hampshire. At my most recent visit, it was great meeting a new patient from Concord, New Hampshire, who'd been listening to my show for years. Perfect Smiles has had clients from all over Howie Carr Nation, Northern Maine, Cape Cod, and Connecticut, among other places. Howie Carr Show listeners understand that Dr. Houghton is worth the trip. When you need to get first-class dental work done, from full reconstructive work to veneers to anything in between, you need to go to Perfect Smiles in Nashua, New Hampshire. Perfect Smiles is easy to get to, just off the main drag, and it has plenty of free parking. Don't trust your dental work to anyone but the best. Visit the Perfect Smiles website and see my before and after video. Visit Perfect Smiles site today at perfectsmiles.com. It'll be a pleasant experience for you, and your mouth will be back in working order in no time flat. That's perfectsmiles.com, and don't forget to let them know you are a Howie listener.
This is Pat Crowley of Hirschman Falchman Crowley with a WCRN Tax Minute. I get calls all the time on the tax line from people who say they have not filed their tax return because they were going to owe money and didn't have the funds available to pay the taxes. This is one of the costliest mistakes that a taxpayer can make. If you file a tax return timely and have a balance due, there's a penalty of 0.5% per month for late payment. However, if you don't file a tax return and have a balance due, the penalty is 10 times that amount, or 5% for the late filing of the return. So if you owe and you can't afford to pay, you should file your tax return on time and try to borrow money from friends and family, or enter into an installment agreement with the Internal Revenue Service to try to pay your balance due over a period of time. If you have a question on today's topic or any tax matter, call me for a free consultation on the tax line. Dial 508-TAX-LINE. That's 508-829-5463. And if you would like the WCRN Tax Minute sent to your email every weekday morning, sign up on the Tax Minute tab of our website at hfctax.com. On a fairly regular basis, we at Hirschman Falchman Crowley represent new clients that are being audited that we did not prepare income tax returns for. The taxing authorities usually propose changes to these tax returns, and we're very good at mitigating the increase in tax. However, it is extremely rare for there to be an audit change on a tax return that we prepared. This is because we know the tax law and how the IRS and DOR conducts audits. Unlike many other firms, at Hirschman Falchman Crowley, we provide start-to-finish service when it comes to income tax preparation. We treat every return we prepare as if it's going to be audited, so that if it is audited, you will have no problems when we represent you in front of the IRS or the Department of Revenue.
This is Full Service Radio, AM 830, WCRN, Worcester, Metro West.
5 o'clock. AP News. I'm Ed Donahue. Millions more American kids could be eligible to get coronavirus shots next week. The AP Sagar Magani has the story.
The Food and Drug Administration has cleared Pfizer's vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. They would get kid-sized doses, a third of what's given to teens and adults. The CDC next week will formally recommend just who should get them, after some FDA advisors said vaccination should be targeted to those kids at higher risk and that not all children need them. A recent Kaiser Family Foundation survey suggested most parents will not rush to get their children vaccinated right away. Sagar Magani, Washington.
A federal review says barring any unforeseen breakthrough, intelligence agencies won't be able to conclude whether the coronavirus spread by animal to human transmission or leaked from a lab. President Biden says during his meeting today at the Vatican with Pope Francis, the issue of abortion did not come up. The president also said the Pope told him he should continue to receive communion. Some conservatives say the president should not receive communion because of his stand on abortion. The president and the Pope exchanged gifts.
Thank you.
They spoke extensively about climate change, poverty, and the coronavirus pandemic. Later in Rome, the president didn't apologize, but said the U.S. was clumsy in its handling of a secret U.S.-British submarine deal with Australia, an arrangement that left France in the lurch. French President Emmanuel Macron's response?
And now what's important is precisely to be sure that such a situation will not be possible for the future. Stronger coordination, stronger cooperation.
Stocks finished higher on Wall Street, the Dow up 89 points. This is AP News.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. That means that 82% of you listening right now will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring, 82% of you will recall that ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. And 82% of you will note that you can try ZipRecruiter for free today. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. 82% of you will keep in mind that ZipRecruiter's technology finds qualified people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
Is that you? Who are you talking to?
82% of you will also know that I live with my mom. But the most important thing to note is that ZipRecruiter works. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Will you be part of the 82% who remember where you can try ZipRecruiter for free? It's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Again, that exclusive link is